Hello, hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Hello, hello, good evening, everybody. Why can I hear myself? Oh my goodness, so sorry about that. I forgot I was watching myself on Twitch. There we go. So I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. So Twitch is a kind of a new platform to me, and I'm just trying it out because the software that I use allows me to do that. So hello if you're watching on Twitch. And hello, welcome YouTube viewers, and if you're watching on the replay too. So thank you those of you who are joining on the live. Really, really great to see you. Hello, Miss Martina. Hope you're well. Did you have a good time with your family? Hi, Lisa, Mindy, Kim, Anne, Vicky, Heather, Monica, Sheila. Hello. Oh, your guests have departed. Okay, good. You're back. No, it's lovely to be with family, isn't it? Hi, Shaz. Nice to see you. Right, so I haven't played with the Easter Lilies stamp set yet, and I was making a thumbnail for it and was reminded as I was making the thumbnail for today of the last thumbnail. One of the last thumbnails I made was to do with the is it Joy of Noel stamp set, and on it said that I made 6 cards, and I was like, I think I can do this. I'm going to challenge myself tonight to make 6 cards from this stamp set, but maybe do it in a way that actually enables me to make more than 6. So anyway, it will all come clear in a minute. It's kind of like, doing some background stuff and then, making it easy. I'm all about trying to create artistic, beautiful cards, but if I can find a shortcut, I will find it. Okay. Yeah, I'm all about that. I mean, sometimes I do have the time to do all the intricate stuff and, spend the time, but I know that not all of us have that level of time to spend on making. So, and I certainly don't. So the more I can find a workaround, the better it is. So, having said that, one workaround for creating really simple backgrounds is using the Brayer. So the Brayer is a tool that has been around for many, 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 many years in the art world, and occasionally Stampin' Up! Do stock a Brayer, and they have done this year in the mini catalogue that came out in January that ends in May. So I have got it. It is different to the Brayer that I already had, so I'm persevering with it, even though it is a little bit different and slightly different for me to use. But yeah, we'll keep going with it. All right, say a little hello to the few more other people coming in. Hi, Tab and Ken, welcome. Are you new to my channel? I remember the tulip set and loved it. Ah, yeah, yeah. You love lilies. Awesome. Are you a Stampin' Up fan, Tab and Ken? How many more swaps? So when it comes to doing swapping can I just take a swig? I had a very salty dinner, so I'm a bit thirsty. When it comes to doing swaps for events where people gather, okay, so sometimes crafters do it, sometimes us Stampin' Up! Demonstrators do it. In the Stampin' Up! World, it's kind of up to you. Basically, the more you do, the more you get back. So it all depends how many swaps you want to be carrying back home in your luggage, how much time you have to creating them in the first place, how much inclination you have to creating them. So I think I've made about 40 so far. I was counting up bookmarks and stuff, and yeah, I think because I found some more the other day, maybe 40 or so. So there we go. I'm not new to your channel, but I always miss the lives. Oh, so this is the first day that I've used the new system. So those of you who are on Artful Stampin Space on Facebook, I did a little announcement yesterday that I would be trialing this and trying it out. So if you're in Artful Stampin Space on Facebook, there is a chat option, and I've only ever created 2 chats for that Facebook group. One is announcements about classes, and one is to be informed of when I go live. So those are the only 2 I've created so far, and please just keep to those topics. I don't mind people having a chit chat about classes, that's absolutely fine in the classes one, but the live notification one really is for me to share on there. So I don't mind people saying hi, you know, when they get in there, but it's for your benefit. It's not in terms of knowing when I'm live. All right, I'm going to stop wittering now. Let's get the desk view up. Let's have a look at this lovely set. And yes, so this now it can be a little bit deceiving when you look at the cover. The actual size of the stamps are much bigger, and this did surprise me because I think I've been staring at the cover for too long and not the actual images in the catalogue. So the images in the catalogue are as they are, you know, that they are what they are, but the images here are slightly bigger, and you know, when you're going from this size slightly bigger, it is, you know, you're talking another almost couple of centimeters there on the length of there, so it really is quite big. All right, but before we get started on there, I want to make some very quick and simple backgrounds using the Brayer. And possibly a spritzer and some inks. I went and rescued my heat tool back from my daughter in case I need to use it. Just grabbing whatever card stuff I can get my hands on. Right, we'll go for this one first. So I wanted just to do some really kind of soft colours here. Nothing too garish yet. Maybe we'll do something bright in a minute. But I wanted to just do some very soft colours. So I'm going to go for a good old favourite that works every time. Yellow, green and blue. Really great colour combination, whether you're doing it in the pastels like this or in brighter colours. Right, so let me just put some... Oh, I just dropped on there. Oh, glue. Okay. Sorry, I was tidying up earlier, but then I didn't put my blocks away. Okay. So incidentally, I do have a class on Friday that I am teaching Brayer techniques. So if you want to join that, there is still a few spaces on that class. And so I'm just trying to get some colour down. I'm not too worried about how or where or when or whatever. Just get some colour on to the page. Hi Denise. Oh, Miss Denise. Let's show Miss Denise some love, some YouTube love. I'm going to go and find Denise's YouTube channel. She'd really love to grow her YouTube a little bit more. She does lots and lots of Facebook lives. Do you go live on YouTube as well when you do yours, Denise? Or do you just tend to do Facebook? So Denise is a demonstrator in Canada. She's a really gorgeous, gorgeous lady. I met her in a Zoom networking event organised by Stampin' Up, and let's just see if I can find her channel. And she'd really love to grow her YouTube. All right, so that's a bit more colour down, and I love how quickly and how this is actually it saves my ink pads. Do you remember the days where I used to like swish my ink pads on and slowly but surely destroy my ink pads because I'm so rough with them. So just wanting to get a bit of colour. There we go. Right, nice bit of colour there. Now I'm going to leave this open. Denise Willerton. Just going to find your She's got 404 subscribers. Let's see if we can get her to 420 today. Come on. I know my lovely, lovely followers can help out here. Looking forward to the Brayer class on Friday. I do not have the SU Brayer. I think mine is Speedball. Is that okay? Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. That is the that's actually the one I'm used to, Mindy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Vicky already did it. Okay, fine. Okay, any questions? Any questions? Any questions? No. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going because you know we've got to get on. All right, so I've got that out. Now I wanted to keep out, or I wanted to use this gorgeous little stamp that's got loads of lovely kind of texture on it. It's almost like a fragment of something really beautiful. So, uh-oh, Mindy and Lisa are going to be in class together. I better pour the wine. Say a little prayer. Mindy and Lisa are awesome in class. Actually, Mindy, I think you were probably one of the first people to actually come to some of my Zoom classes, and I really do appreciate your faithfulness and supporting me and coming to my classes and being such a supporter of what I do. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Lisa is a newer attendee, but just as supportive and amazing. Look, isn't that beautiful? I wish there was more of it. Like, it leaves you hanging, doesn't it, this little fragment? It's like, I want more of you. But it's very, very sweet. Oh yes, label mail is Martina. Sorry. If you say hi, if you hear me saying Martina, hi Martina. Oh, Kim, you're missing it. No way. Are you missing the junk journal class as well? So for those of you who are asking me, begging me to do a junk journal class, I have scheduled one for the 8th, no, what was it? 8th of March, is it? I think. Right, isn't that beautiful? I'm wondering whether just to use a script in the background of this. So if you're not necessarily somebody who wants scripture on your cards, that's absolutely fine. You can use a different kind of script or a sentiment type stamp. Because I am a Christian, I really love having these scripture verses to be able to use. But I appreciate that not everybody is of the same faith, so you know, use whatever you want to use. But I love it when the script is swirly whirly like this, and then you can just use it as a bit of a texture. I know I've done it before, so it's not new on this channel, but it might be the first time you've seen anyone do this. So please take the inspiration and run with it. What else have I got? Peace I give unto you. Right, so I've stamped that all in, what was that? Pool Party. So I used Pool Party, Soft Sea Foam and Lemon Lolly. And I'm thinking, just going to, that'll fit on there, just about. I'm going to put some of these palms, and it's very subtle. I don't know if you can even see them. They are very, very subtle in the background. Hi, Heidi. Junk journal's on the 8th, Kim. Oh, but you're out of town. Oh, got you. Got you. Okay. What, you mean you can't take your craft desk with you? I mean, what sort of weekend away is that? Oh, thank you, Mindy. Those are all those hearts for me. Because I'm taking them. Right. Okay, so I've done a little bit of a background there. Now, I did want to do a little bit of ink splatting on this, but very subtle. And I don't know if I've got enough water left. Oh yeah, just about in here. So I'm actually going to dribble some water into my hands and do that across it, because I wanted slightly bigger droplets. You'll just drop the water. That's helpful. Oh well, that'll have to be it. Oh no, I do have my bigger one here. Basically, I want to see these droplets, and they are coming. Can you see they're starting to appear? Right, that'll do. Are they coming? Sort of. You can see that one. That one's huge. There's a little bit of disruption there. You can see that. Hello, Marlo. I've taken my card making stuff camping in my travel trailer. Awesome. I've no idea how the beer mug popped in, but cheers to all. Hi, Lisa. Oh, I like those butterflies. Those are gorgeous. I've created the car on a road trip. I've created in the car on a road trip, says Denise. I know, crafters gonna craft, aren't they? You know, crafters are gonna craft. Stampers are gonna stamp. Gotta be done. Excuse me. No, how does Kim do it? Not Kim. Tim. Does he do that as well or not? Or does he flick off a block? I think that's what. Is that what Christina Werner does? Does she flick off a? Does she do that and then flick? I'm happy with that though. I am happy with that. All right, so I'm going to try another way of creating a background. Now I did have a great big plastic splotchy thing that I used to use. Where did I put that now? I wonder if I could use something like. Where did I put it? Oh well, I'm going to do a different technique. So this technique is where he pulls his hand. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was doing. Or does he do it slightly different? Right. See, shall we do a brighter? I could go coastal, daffodil, and lemon lime twist for this one, which is basically the brighter versions of this. You see? And I think I'm going to do a combination of brayering and a watery technique, I think. Let's do this. I've not done this before. I am making it up as I go along, if you haven't guessed. He pulls it in his hand. Okay. Oh, didn't put enough ink on them. Right, that'll do. Then if I get a bit of yellow. Oh, I'm going to need my spritzer for this. Oh, there's one. Okay. Then a bit of blue. Bit of green. I need my little rag for this. Go with that. What you do is you spray a bit of water, like so, and then you squish it down. Oh, I think that water was a bit old. Never mind. Oh, found my rag. Right. Should we do that again? Was that fun? You know when the water smells a little bit musty? It's like, oh no. I think it's been in there a little while. It's good, isn't it, Denise? Oh, why isn't it full? Just thought, why don't I just dry this off on here rather than drying it off on the rag? Right, I'm going to do one more. Oh, that one looks like I've definitely contaminated that ink pad a bit. Can you see it's got yellow on it? Oops. Don't do that. George, don't do that. Oh, I've got a bit of blue on there as well. Don't do that. Don't copy me. Otherwise you end up with contaminated ink pads. Oh, oh, please do, Denise. Love to see you. Yeah, I'm using this new booking system, which is proving rather helpful. All right, there we go. Should I do a little blob there in the corner? I feel like that needs something. Try and use up this contaminated ink pad. All right, the reason I love this type of technique is because it's never going to turn out the same again, no matter how you try. And actually, that's part of the fun and part of embracing the artistic process. I think sometimes people go into card making wanting to be very in control and controlling the whole thing, which I understand. For some people, that's really relaxing, knowing if I do this, there'll be this outcome, and if I do this, there'll be that outcome. But sometimes when you are forced to take a little bit of a plunge and step away from that type of card making and step out of your comfort zone, if you know, if that's where you're at, you will discover that actually there's a really fun opportunity to create something that you didn't realize you could create at all. So yeah, so that's why I do like doing these sort of techniques, because I didn't know it was going to turn out like this, you know. Good idea. Good idea, Tab and Ken. It's a great way to warm my fingers up as well. It's quite cold today. Not cold, cool. Cool today. All right, now I'm feeling the vibe to do something a bit dramatic on this one, and perhaps do some stamping directly on, rather than just cutting this up and using it as a background. Just noticed that area was still a little bit wet. Okay, I'll stop there. So I'm going to grab basically the colours that are then the darker versions of these, sort of. So we could go Night of Navy, Crushed Curry, oh, I was going to go, I really want to do Pretty Peacock, but I might just stick to Old Olive. Okay, so you can see how these are the darker versions of what I've just put on the background here. So we'll start with Crushed Curry, as that's the lighter colour there. Wondering whether just to use that just to do some cool backgrounds. So I'm really rubbish at cleaning. Let's just get some of these down and see what it looks like. Ooh. Liking this. And what's fun now with adding the stamping is that if there are areas on your, you know, your background that you kind of go, oh, I don't really like that, it doesn't actually matter because it's all going to get covered up anyway with stamping. That's just your canvas, as it were, you know, your first layer. And don't forget to stamp near the edges, because if you cut this up, some of those areas will be more prominent. Okay, right, so that was crushed curry. Oh, I'm looking forward to using this great big lily. Oh, new stamp smell. Just gonna have a drink. Oh, you're so welcome, Denise. Where are we at? I'm gonna go and have a quick look. $4.08. Come on, I'm sure we can get you to 20 after some other people have watched this video, because not everyone gets to watch this live, so might have a few more. Oh, sorry, I clicked on stuff. Yes, it's rather nice, isn't it? I feel like I do want to do a bit of colouring in it though, to bring out the centre perhaps. Ow. Right. So what I quite like about this set is that you've got the flower, a full-on view of the flower. Then you have a side view of the flower. And then you also have some buds. So it's really nice to see those different options there. That fit there? No. Sorry, I'll just put some of these away. Get these out. Right, I think that one needs to go on a big one. So this stem can really only go where you have a bit of space. So I know I've got space to put a lily. Actually, it looks like I could fit two there. Don't really want them colliding. Try that. Oh, that worked. All right, I'm going to do that again, but this time I'm not going to ink up that stem there. It's a bit tricky having it stick out so far. See how close I can get this. Okay. Guess I could put some straight close in like that. The stem is kind of at a bit of a funny angle. Not funny angle. It's basically you've got the two lines either side of the stem, but you're gonna kind of like twist it around to make it look like it's coming from somewhere. Got to find a good spot for it. Okay, it's filling up a bit more now. Really want to use those little buds. Yeah, it really is filling up. Hi, Georgiana. I'm anxious to see how you and leaf to the large lily. I cannot get mine to look good. Well, it's taken a bit of practice. Oh, I don't know why I did that there. Don't like it. Oh well, just keep stamping. Oh, I can smell the lilies. Isn't that weird? Like sometimes when I have talked about this, you know, when use lemon lime twist, you kind of get the taste of limes in your mouth. But I can smell lilies. That's the weirdest thing. Anyone else smell lilies? Oh, I didn't mean to cross that over. Ugh. That's the only thing about line art, and you're only using line art. It's tricky when they cross over. Yup, says Adelaide. Smell the lilies. Right, I don't want to cross over there, so I'm going to do that one. Oh, I'm getting ink in places I shouldn't. All right, I'm going to stop there before I make too much of a mess. I did want to put some yellow. And you can basically follow the lines that the artist has given you. You know, you can see where the veining would be. You can do as little or as much as you want. It's very subtle. Can't really see. Oh yes, I wonder if I could do orange on the stamens. Yeah, that would make sense. Oops, sorry. There are a lot of flowers. Didn't realise how many there were. I'm getting more and more scribblier. Let's try some orange on the If you've ever arranged flowers, you'll know one of the first jobs you do when you get lilies is to take the powder to de-powder them. So you get a tissue and you just reach your hand in and you grab those stamens? Yeah, stamens. You grab those because you do not want those going on your clothes, especially if you're wearing white. And usually these flowers are used for weddings. And you don't want lovely white bridal dresses getting orange powder on them. So if you ever do get some of the powder on you, just get some sellotape or sticky tape and just put it over. Don't rub it in. Whatever you do, do not rub that stuff in. Ugly crying now. Oh, sorry, I'm not laughing at you, Denise. Just laughing at your statement. Ugly crying. All right, so you can do as much or as little colouring as you want. I'm just doing a little bit here as I feel it needs. Yes, so if you do get any of that powder on, you just get a sellotape and just put it on and then remove it and just keep going until it's all removed. All right, I think the colouring does help. It kind of just defines some of these a bit more. All right, so that's quite nice. I like that. I had a thought about making a card that had some sort of like cross element to it, but you kind of didn't see it until it opened or it popped up or something like that. And I'm just wondering if I could do some kind of like gatefold that I could cut out the shape of a cross and then, yeah. So let me get a scrap bit of card, make a template. So 5, so this is in centimetres, 5, 15, and then cut at 20. Oh, what about a pumpkin pie Brayer background with blackberry lilies? Ah. Oh no, if you didn't pay, it's not it won't yeah. I don't think you can reserve a place. I think you can I think if you have it in your basket, it sort of sits there for 15 minutes, but if you don't check out, it goes, I think, Denise. Hello, Jodie. All right, so I'm thinking of cutting a little shape there, or whether if we cut it out. Maybe I should have. I can't actually really see what I'm doing here, but cut that 3 and 3. Okay. I was going to make quite a large fat cross. Oh no, I'm going to cut in there. So I'm putting my card in just in, it's about 1 inch or 3 centimetres. I'm cutting in 1 centimetre and then turning it. Oh, that was too wide. I'm sure there's a more simple way of doing this. And then I was going to cut across that way. Oh, look at that. I'm putting that in at 3. I'm going to cut there and move it up 2 centimetres. What's that then? That's 3. Sometimes it's just easier to use scissors. Oh no, that's not right. That's way too late. Right, so that needs to go up here. My scissors are bent. I'm having a think. I'm just having a little think. I wonder if oh no, I can't use a die to cut it out because then it would cut all the way through, wouldn't it? But then even if it did cut all the way through, that wouldn't be such a bad thing because I was thinking of sticking the background over the top of it anyway. So if there were 2 thin rectangle dies that would cut all the way through, and then I could do it across. Ooh, let me just have a look and see. I'm going to go through all my dies and see. No. Nope. 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 No. Look at that. Right, so that is in the sending dies set. Sending. Okay, keep that out. That'll work. All right. Start again. So 5. So if you're doing this with 8.5 by 11, that would be 2 inches, then 6 inches, then cut at 8. But I'm doing in centimetres, so I'm scoring at 5, 15 and cutting at 20. You put a rubber sheet under the paper, the die will not cut but impress. Oh yes. I think is I want it to cut the top layer. But I'm thinking it doesn't matter if it cuts through to the bottom layer, because what I'll do is I'm going to stick this as a background anyway. So you'll just have a cross looking at from the back. So it doesn't really matter. Oh, now while I'm here, going to cut this. I'm going to cut this at 9.5. Because I did say I was going to make 6 cards tonight, didn't I? So I need to be true to my word. So this is going to be 2. So I'm cutting this at 9.5 by 14. Right, clear my desk. And then I need to fold these over. Definitely going to need to use some washi tape to hold things down. See you, Denise. Ooh, I tell you who I've seen who is in Australia at the moment. Not just Janice is heading there, but Debbie Jungling, who's from this, who watches this channel. She's there now. Some of you may know her from my classes. I'm such a piler. I pile and pile and pile, and then eventually the pile has to fall somewhere. So I've got plate number 1, plate 2, plate 3, and I'm going to stick that over the top, run that through. Oops. Is anybody here who's a bit of a law tuber? Anyone watching the Alec Baldwin case? Well, it's not. He's not on trial at the moment, but there's various trials going on to do with that. Very sad misadventure on the film set. Right, I'm struggling a bit with my washi tape. Oh, no. I think I need a bit more heat. It's hot. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Right. I'm wondering if I can run it through without having to put the washi on, because that would save me a lot of time. And also I have torn it a little bit down there, so this is where my magnetic plate would actually come in handy. I just got the mini. I plan to trim my old embossing folders to fit. Really? I didn't know you could do that. How do you do that? That's amazing. Do you have to have like a super sharp pair of scissors or something that melts plastic, or what do you do? Okay, I can't do this central one without using washi. It is impossible. But because I've used it once, hopefully it will be not so sticky. Right. Right, just be careful when you do that because it does get very hot, and you have to keep your fingers moving if you don't want to get scorched. So. Yes, stick to skin first, or use post-it notes. Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, don't know why I forgot to do that. Right. See if this has worked. Okay. Ta-da! The last time I used some of those plates, I cut vellum, so there's these tiny little bits of white coming off the plates. Okay, so the idea is that we stick then that into there, so that when it's closed, that is what you see. I find washi sticks only when you don't need it to. Oh, you know? Yep. Yeah, so we've got the cross on the back as well as the front. But that's quite fun. Although I'm not sure about this panel. I think this one's a bit more interesting. I think I might change that one. while I'm here, I'm just going to cut some matting layers for those cards. Because I'll just make two very quick ones just with what I have left over. So what did I decide? That one for that one, and then these ones for... So I'm just going to cut these down to 13.5. There we go. That one. Yeah, that fits. That fits. Lovely. So I just need to put those onto some card bases, and those are done. So that's 4 in the bag. Yay. Right, so when it comes to sticking this down then, obviously you do not want to you don't want to put glue there, so I would put the glue on this section. Thank you, Heather. Now, I wonder whether I can fit sentiment in there. Ooh, I think I could. It'd be really cool if I could get it straight across the middle, wouldn't it? I could actually cut out another pan. I could. Ooh, what if I cut out something bright and actually just stick that over the top, and then will I fit He Is Risen on there? Just about. Oh, what am I doing? I just did what I told you not to do. I was distracted. It's okay, I can use my eraser to get that glue off later. It's around here somewhere. What do you think? Do you think I should do just to make it stand out a bit more? Because to be honest, once you've opened that, you can't actually sort of see the cross shape anymore. Oh yes, all the embossing, buddy. Yeah, quite right. Oh, nice, Heidi. That's like a full-on meal, that is. Wowzers. That is like amazing. I think it's amazing because I don't I don't tend to eat breakfast, but I'd have that for like a dinner. Wowee. I can't use the blue cutouts because they're in pieces, Diane. I'll show you in a second. Oh, the blue cutouts from the back. Oh no, I can only use one of them. Yeah, I can use the long one, but I can't use the short one because that's in half. Yeah, because the ones from the front are in half. And yeah, so I've got one long one, that one, but I haven't got the middle one because that's in half. Oh, but I could stick them together. I could stick them together, I guess. If I hadn't already thrown them in the bin. I quite like, though, that I can stick this exactly. That's quite cool. Right. Now, it's a shame the H is so frivolous. Because I kind of want it to fit in. Do I have another he anywhere? He. Trust in the Lord. Oh yeah, there's a... Oh, I could do a H-E from there, couldn't I? To do my he is risen. Oh, it's going to take a little bit of stamping gymnastics to do this. You can do it. You've got this, Ruth. You've got this. You can do this. Right, get my pen. Now I've not used this stamp before, so I'm just going to condition it a little bit by... Okay. Oh, that's not inked. Right. Okay. And then I want the H and the E from the. So this is a Night of Navy pen, Stampin' Right marker. I want it quite inky. Come on. Come on. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. Hi, Lorraine. I love that you guys call it Wheat Bix. We call it Weetabix here. But you guys call it Wheat Bix. I used to love Weetabix with just butter and honey on it. Thank you, Jodie. Okay, so next time I've got to stamp the is risen a little bit further over. Isn't that sticking? I'll try that again. What did Alex Baldwin do? Oh, a couple of years ago while filming, he accidentally shot somebody. Well, I say accidentally. He didn't. There was a live round in the gun that they didn't realise. So, so there's various people in court at the moment about it all. Various people who should have done certain things but didn't do certain things. Right, so the gap between is risen needs to go more central. Could you put it on dimensionals? See, all the good ideas are coming out now. That is a good idea. Right, so that's the middle. Aim it there. Then colour in the H and the E. Line them up. Oh well, there we go. It's not going to be perfect. It's a bit tricky. A little bit tricky there. But... okay, I'm going to do what Karen suggested. Some dimensionalies. She's in the middle. Yeah, she's in the middle of her little feast there. You enjoy that, Heidi. That'll set you right up for the day. They sometimes say, isn't it, eat like a king for breakfast. Oh, Lisa's up on it. Are you watching any of the court hearings, Lisa? Every so often I do get addicted to a little bit of a court case. Although my husband's been watching it. Tom's been watching it, and then he was like, "Are you watching it?" I was like, "Oh no." Right, I do like it on the dimensionals. Yes, that was a really good idea. Thank you. I love how it just sort of fits. That's beautiful. Love it. Okay, so that's 2. And then these ones, I could... oh, where's the other one gone? There we go. I could just use some of the sentiments because I like the idea of not perhaps using too much other product, because I like sometimes just showing you how one stamp set is quite versatile. You don't need lots. I think I could just stamp this onto stamp it and then punch it out. Let's see if it'll fit on there. Nope. A bit bigger. Oh, the 1.5. Okay, 1.5. Quite like the idea of doing it on lemon lime. You don't like Vegemite? I'm a big Marmite fan. Oh no, protein's really good for you for all that, Heidi. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I'd take the protein over the carbs for sure. No, it's good that they're giving you all that protein. That's amazing. Sounds like they're looking after you. Right, I'm going to see if, you know that die set that's got the circles in, if that fits. Ooh, perfect. Oh look, I've got a tiny little bit of night of navy there. Sorry, I feel like I have to apologise. This is taking much longer than I thought it was going to take. But I think if you were to make a few of these yourself, you could batch make them. We're over an hour. Oh my days. Okay. Not sure if I'm going to get the 6 done that I promised. I've ended up being a bit creative. Yes, the painted lavender bundle is not. It's been very popular. I'm not sure if it's even available for us. And the Notes of Nature dies are currently out of stock here at the moment in Europe. Oh, that's beautiful. Look, it's got that lovely dotty edge to it. Oh yes, Marmite and cheese is lush. Then popped under the grill. I'm sure we end up talking about Marmite every so often on this channel. It's just one of those subjects that comes up. And it divides us all. You know, like the age-old question, do you love Cajun craze or hate Cajun craze? Are you a wet glue person or a dry glue? You know, all those lovely crafting life questions that divide us. Cream first or jam first when it comes to scones? Or is it scones or scones? Hi, Bev. A couple of old, is that old olive? Cut here. I actually quite like that, having the darker background. And I like it because it's already cut out, so I don't have to think about it. I'm just going to trim these down to 14.5 centimetres. Just drop stuff again. Hello, Tracy. All right, there we go. That one can go there. There seems to be a bit of a natural space for that one. All right, so for those of you on the live, do I carry on and make another few? Because I've got that lovely sort of softer background waiting in the wings there to do something with. Or do I leave it for another night? What do you think? So we've made those two and those two. Now, obviously, you don't have to stamp your own background. You can, you know, just use something, a pretty piece of paper that's already been printed. But I wanted to have a play with that Easter lily stamp set. So there we go. Right, now I do need to get rid of the stickiness on that, don't I? I do have a spare one of those. I think I might just stick that in. Oh, look, I've just rescued them out of the bin. That the one? Oh, that'll do. Oh, yes, carry on. Oh, yes, it's great flavouring for gravy and stews and... Oh, yeah. It's a good shortcut if you haven't got time to be doing your own stock and stuff. Right, I'll leave that one. That one's all right. That was the one that was a bit sticky. All right, so there we go. We've got two cards there. So it's a gatefold, but then you can see the cross when you receive it. And then when you open it up and you stand it up, you've got the brighter cross with the He is risen on it. Right. moving on. So earlier in the evening, I created this background, and I was wondering about maybe stamping a lily and just cutting it out, like fussy cutting it. I think that's what I'm going to do. So if I cut this down to 14 by 14, I'm going to do 4 cards the same. Cut this at 10. Amen, amen, Kim. Sorry, I'm just having a think, having a wee think. Some scraps of very vanilla. And I'm going to get a blender brush. A little bit of yellow. A little bit of lemon lime twist. Bigger circles. I did little circles with the yellow and then big circles, almost like a donut. Like we're doing a donut. Right, I need to sit down. I'm bending over. Ooh. She does 2-hour lives. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Hi, Michelle. I'm late to the live. Carry on if you like. It's totally up to you. Thank you, Michelle. I'll keep going then, because I did say I was going to make 6 cards, and I don't like to make promises and not keep them. If anyone wants to start telling jokes, that's fine. Keep up the camaraderie. You've just ordered it. Oh, great. Did you order it with the dies as well? I didn't. I know the only thing is, Heidi, I don't have the lovely, Bruno. I need a sidekick. Right, I think I might come back in with the parakeet in a second to just make these a little bit more green on the ends. So when you're fussy cutting, don't have to do it as fast as I'm doing it. It's helpful to keep your scissors facing forward and then move the paper. Especially when you're going around wiggly bits. Let's see how fast I can get these done. When I start the second one, I'll see how long it takes me. I'll look up at the clock counter. They probably don't actually take as long as I think they do. Almost looks like a frangipani there, doesn't it? You got the dies as well. Oh, there we go. So if you get the dies as well, it means you don't have to do what I've just done. You can just get on and fussy, you use the dies. But I just fancied a little bit of a green tip. There we go. Nice. See? Right. Who's going to set the timer? Let's see how long it takes me. Okay. 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Right. I've been live for 1 hour 38, so I'm going by that clock. And as you can see, I like to leave a gap between the image and where I'm cutting. The reason I do that is because it's not so obvious if you make a mistake. And if you're trying to cut out beside that line, it's a lot of pressure. So it's actually easier to cut about 1 millimeter away from your image. And it doesn't matter then if you do stray a bit further out or a bit further in. It doesn't actually impact on the image itself, which is the most, the thing that you have to protect. Done. Ah, 1 minute. It took me 1 minute. Okay, so this is not going to take too long. I don't think I can go much faster than that. It's funny, isn't it? I suppose I get in my head that, oh, fussy cutting takes ages, but even on an image like this, it only takes 1 minute. So I shouldn't really be scared about tackling it. I think if I had to do much more than 4, I'd have to stop. Take care. Take care, Monica. Oh yeah, stamps win over dies usually for me, unless they're really beautiful. Either intricate dies get me. Oh my goodness, I'm a sucker for a really intricate die. Shape dies are really useful for sentiments, but because I don't tend to do a lot of stamping and cutting out, I stay away from the ones that tend to just be cutting out of shapes. But that's me, because that's the crafting I do. But then I know some people who absolutely love the really intricate ones. Sorry, not intricate, the ones where you have lots of images and then you can cut them out. See, I'm not a huge colourer, so all right. Woohoo! Okay. Just a little bit of the green on the tips there. And because I have done that yellow in the centre, I don't feel like I need to do much more. I want to keep it quite simple, this lily, because I like the background to show. And then I was thinking of adding some more of that lovely texture stamp. So just need to find it. Oh, and maybe actually some of this. So let's get the old out. Oh, shouldn't stack them up, Ruth. Alright, so that's the green for the background, and then if we get coastal, I don't want anything super dark to start off with, although I may decide to go back in with a night of navy. I'll see how I do. Okay, I like that. These might be quite nice for swaps actually. I might just give these to people who I know might appreciate them, because on stage is happening about, is it 2 weeks or a week and a bit before Easter? All right, so is there another verse that I wonder if I could just do here's resin there. Oh, where did the navy go? Oh, I just had it. I just stamped those flowers with it. Where did it fall? Ooh. Oh, there it is. All right, so let's have a look. So if I put the flower there, I've still got space for here's resin. Yep. You've been using it posting. On stage, I'll be away from the house for about a week. Yeah, because we're kind of tacking on an extra day at the beginning and a couple of extra days at the end. But we will try and do a live, or I'll try and do a live from where I am. Show you around Rotterdam. Okay, Bev, take care. Right, do we think Night of Navy again? I think so. Oh, no, I'm going to get you card. Because I want it as a tent fold. Oh yes, we're gonna have fun. We'll show them the sights, won't we, Shaz? For some reason, this blade, it doesn't seem to be as low as my previous blades. It doesn't go down as low, which is a bit frustrating because I'm so accustomed to cutting through 2 pieces of cardstock in one go. I really hate not being able to do it. She's not going to get a break with us, Kim. I think Shaz might have second thoughts. So we're going to have made 8 cards tonight. That's kind of cool. Oh, see you, Heather. Sleep well. I didn't think I was going to be on this late, but there we go. Happens. I think I might put a little bit of bling on here. Not a lot, but just something subtle. Quite like using the metallic droppy things. What are they called? Those accent blobbies. Oh, Denise, hello, you're back. Oh no, you went and then come back, didn't you? Yes, Sandra. I'm traveling with Sandra. I don't know. Oh yes, we did a live. I did a live with Sandra when I went up to Norfolk. So I've known Sandra for, oh wow, probably about 10 years. Yeah. I was going to put a little bit of Winker Stella, but I don't know if that's a little bit too frivolous. Pearls I've got. Oh, got those nice iridescent pearls, the new ones. I could turn them a bit blue with, no, forget it. I'm just going to put them on. I'm having second thoughts. Just lost them. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's fallen there, so I'm going to have to put it there. like little raindrops. Nope, nope. Yeah, don't worry about it too much, Shaz. I think if it'd be different if you had, say, customers and whatnot to share ideas with, but I'd say just go and enjoy being there. All right, there we go. So those were the iridescent pearls basic jewels. So these have replaced the old pearls that they used to do. These are a little bit more whiter. I'd say that the other pearls were more pearlier. These are definitely, the iridescence on them makes them light and bright, white and bright. So there we go. So that I've got 4 cards from that one sheet wonder that I did earlier with the brayering. So let's go through colours then of what I used on this. So I used all the paler colours for this one. Brayered on soft sea foam, lemon lolly and pool party, then dripped water. Oh, sorry. Then I stamped leaves in soft sea foam, the fern, the palm leaves in the soft sea foam. Then did some of the Bible verse, trust in the Lord with all your heart, in pool party. Then dribbled water over it and let it dry. Then came back and Fussy cut out these lilies and just did some ink blending, yellow and parakeet party. So that's got lemon lolly and parakeet party on it. And then stamped the lily in night of navy and then did the palm leaf in old olive. Okay, so that's that one. And then the other card, the background was done by just brayering and then also a bit of a watery block technique. So it's a technique where you put the ink on the block, spritz it, and then you smoosh the block down, and it works really beautifully with our Stampin' Up! Very vanilla or basic white cardstock. There's just something about the card that we have that just seems to soak in the water really, really well. And so you end up with this really beautiful kind of like ombre type effect with it. Then I dried it and then stamped all over it, and I think that's probably what took a lot of the time, with that beautiful lily, the side view of the lily, and created my own little floral arrangement on the paper using that, and then did a bit of colouring, not loads, just a little bit, just to highlight the lily. I've just realised I didn't do this one, so oh, I should have used the brush tip. That's so much easier. There we go. See, just to highlight. Oh, there we go. Easy peasy. And then I punched out the sentiment for this one using, I'm sorry it's actually retired, but if you've got the, oh, where's the die set gone? Oh, I don't know where it's gone now. But the die set where the circle came out of, I think there is a smaller one, but I'm not sure it'll fit. But anyway, you could just use this one to cut out the lemon lime cardstock, stamp, and then maybe just go around the edge with an ink. So, and then this is the one that took a little bit of thinking. I kind of thought of it as I was creating and then had to figure out how to do it. And so I found in the sending dies, it's a die set called Sending, because the stamp set is called, I think it's called Sending Wishes or Sending something. Oh, there's another one of these. Anyway, it's shorter. So I used that to cut out across. So I used the long one first and then did the shorter one. And yes, it leaves a cross through the back side, but it's fine. You can use the pieces just to stick them in and cover it up if you want to, or you can just leave it. And then cut out separately a long piece and a short piece just to stick on the inside of the card. And I very niftily, because that stamp set I'm losing everything. Where is everything? Oh, there it is. Oh dear. So He Is Risen wouldn't fit onto that narrow strip, so I stamped Is Risen, and then the HE from the I just coloured in with a nice of navy marker to get the he, because I felt that it was just nicer to have the font all together looking similar rather than having the twirly whirly one that you lost the top of the H and it didn't make sense to have that swirl. But yeah, I mean, that's just a personal preference, that's just me. And there you go. So that's that. So I did manage to get my 6 cards done. I did 8, which I'm really pleased about. So let me know in the comments which ones you really like. So there's the what do you call this one? The hidden cross? I don't know. The aperture cross card. That one and that one. And there's this one that's just got the Peace I Give Unto You there. So I've got those like that. And then we've got these 4 here, which are pretty much the same, apart from the backgrounds, depending, because it was one big background that got cut up. So there we go, 8 cards. Whoop whoop. Hi Nina. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Thank you. So just remember, if you are going to on stage and making, making some, what's the word? Swaps, try and use current product. So don't use anything from Celebration, because Celebration will be over by then. And just on that note, Celebration is finishing in 2 days. So I think tomorrow's live will be going through a lot of Celebration products, all the ones that I've had anyway. And I ashamed to say I've got the watermelon set and I've not used it. And I was looking at it earlier and thought, oh, the leaf is pretty. I could have used the leaf. There we go. My favourite ones are the last ones you did. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we sort of had brighter and then we had sort of more muted. These ones are a bit more muted. So there we go. Isn't that funny? That one's the one that kind of came together quite easily. More easily than those ones. Much more easily. But there we go. Right, well, I don't know. I might try and make a few more of those, but the thing is, I get bored easily. I don't like making the same stuff over and over again. So when I take swaps, I never make the same things over and over. Apart from years and years ago, I used to. But one year I took loads of pens with flowers on the top. So when we had the rose die, it was awesome. It was like this rose that you made into a 3D flower. But yeah, don't tend to do that now. Oh, there we go. I can't decide a fave. That's all right, you don't have to. Right, lots of love, everybody. Lovely to see you all. Heidi, have a good rest of your day, and also all of you in the South Pacific who are starting your days, and for those of us in the West, rest well, sleep well, and I'll see you all again, God willing, very, very soon. Do I need to tell you more about stamp sets? No, I think that's it. We only used one. Woohoo! That's a bit of a, that's that's quite a, what's the word? Feat for me. Just one stamp set. But it goes to show how good the stamp set is, actually. It's got a lot of variety. So, oh, you like the peace I give unto you. Oh, yeah. Well, peace be with all of you as well, whatever you're going through, whatever life is throwing at you at the moment. May you find strength. Lots of love. Bye, everybody.